Hey guys, so what is something that was like a got you moment? Imagine it was like a flash creature, the creature that got flashed out, or something like that that just got you, and you're like, oh man, you got me, ruined my plans, can't win, whatever. Put that in the comments below, and welcome to MTG Salty Sundays, as we talk about the saltiest cards in Magic the Gathering, mostly talking about Commander, but at some point we might hit some of the cards that are Modern, Standard, Pioneer, Legal, that frustrate people and stuff like that. And today we've got a good card that was actually recommended last week by somebody, and it's one of these cards that come out in Flash, and so let's go ahead and take a look at that card. Card being Aven Mindcensor, which is 2 and a white, a flash, flying, and if an opponent would search a library, that player searches the top 4 cards of that library instead. This is not fun to have happen to you when you go to cast a spell, especially if you crack a land to go search for a land, and then this drops out, and then you're just like, oh, yeah, so now I can look at the top 4 now. Granted, it's not as good as some other cards, but it is one card that was recommended by one of our viewers. We appreciate that. Make sure to put comments below, and we'll feature yours in the future. But this one is a got you moment. It can get you. Have you ever been gotten by this card? I have once or twice. Typically, it's normally when I've done a actual tutor. I haven't run a lot of tutors in my more casual games. I have a few and I've gotten the higher power, but this one is pretty good because it slows down the tutor, then they're stuck of only being able to top 4 instead. So if there's something they're really looking for, they get really lucky. If they're doing lands like a cultivator or whatever, this really just hurts because there is likelihood of 1 land, but 2 lands being in the top 4 can be very slim. And so, is this card salty? No, not super salty. Is it mildly annoying? Yes, but again, it's a 2/1, very easy to remove. It's not like it has, hexproof or indestructible or something along those lines that makes it really hard to get rid of. Now, granted, typically if they're going to cast it, they're casting it not on their turn. They're going to cast it on someone else's turn to flash this in, so they can't necessarily equip it with something to protect it. Typically, though, it is to slow it down once or a couple of searches, but overall, not a salty card, very low, probably like a 2 or a 3 in my opinion of salt level. If we're going 1 to 10, 10 being the saltiest cards, this would be like a 2 or 3 on my book, maybe even not even that high. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this card? Have you ever been hit with this card and it ruined something? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next time.